Hello, hello. We're back. Right, news today. We had PPI and unemployment claims at 8:30. Yes, hello Shreya, good afternoon. Hello Uncommon. We're all set. Very nice 8:30 news. Same idea as yesterday. Let's go back here. We had a big move down. This is more like it. Yesterday we took that high before the 9:30. We had that CPI news that came down and we took that CPI news on NQ before 9:30, which we haven't hit, which sets the stage for a possible very nice move up, which would be nice because then we have this buy side here. Let's move over yesterday's. I've been pretty busy, so I haven't been able to come in the charts since yesterday. So we're gonna move. I didn't do my analysis before coming in here, is essentially what I'm saying. And then the high. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Hope you guys rested well. Those equal highs look nice. They've been looking nice for days. For days. Let's see if we can deal with them once and for all. Right, we've got. What are these buy buttons? We got 8:30 open and midnight open very closely placed together. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. What's we got this fat new day opening gap. We seem to have consolidated quite nicely in this. And then we've obviously got today's new day opening gap. New day opening gap high. New day opening gap low. It's quite a large one today. 6.75. See, we tapped into. We didn't quite. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we creating equal highs here as well. So we've got the equal highs on the 1 hour. I mean 1 hour. The equal highs here. So here on the 1 hour chart, you can see these equal highs. And then we've also got the equal highs. These were the main ones. The 695 ones, I believe. The OG equal highs around 695. But this will be the first target. Yeah. That lower one being the CPI liquidity. So we can mark all of this out. This will probably get taken out by one candle. That's normally how we see these things pan out. Comes up, consolidates, and then one candle will take out all of them. That's normally how we see it pan out. Yeah, so our new day opening gap is sitting here at Asia low, just below us. These highs just look very nice. 13 handles off. 13 handles is still a sizable range. So they're not, I'm gonna be aware of the fact that this will get taken and there's still a whole 13 handles between here and here. As much as I said that most of the time they get taken by one candle, I'm still respecting the fact that I talked about yesterday how I don't like to talk about the chart and possible outcomes as if they're set in stone. So I also want to be aware that this is a fairly sizable range. So I'm not going to hold myself to a rock solid idea right now. A long into here would be nice though. We've got daily Sibi high there, marking that out. We could possibly see a market maker buy model. You saying, where are you saying? What time frame are you saying? I mean, we've got a lot of internal here, a lot of internal sell side. We've got this 4 hour fair value gap that could very possibly get traded into. So internal sell side. And as you can see, that's just below the Asia low, which I've not got a marked out on MNQ, but on NQ you can see here we've got a new day opening gap around that level. Around this level. So this could be possible draw. Maybe this is what we take it open. We come down, take this, and that will set the stage for us to then reverse. Midway through that opening range to the end of that opening range to then go long into here. That would be something I'm interested in. We've got a volume imbalance there. Is that president and Q? Not quite. Look at that phantom trend line. Phantom trend line. That phantom trend line about to be broken. Why is this here? Why is this? Why am I looking at ES? Okay, ES looks a little bit stronger than NQ. Actually, I take that back. ES looks a little bit weaker than NQ. All right, I see how it is. What's ES's 4 hour? Let's set a alert in here for the 4 hour fair value gap on ES. It looks like we could probably take the 4 hour fair value gap high on NQ before ES. Actually, I take that back. See, we're falling here. See, look at those equal lows on ES. That looks like a decent target for now. Yeah, it's looking like that's what it's gonna be like. I like these longs into here. I like that a lot because we've got the PPI and unemployment claims buy side, plus all of this and the London high, and then we've got the daily Sibi high. So if we come down and open, take this, show a willingness to want to reverse, then that would be nice. Let's see what we do. Here we go. Go on the daily. Market maker buy model. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I want these lows. That was too shallow. I want that taken. Yep. Let's go down and take that. Have you guys taken any trades yet today? Do you guys take trades before 9:30? Trade the London. Any of you dare trade the Asia? I know Uncommon, you were saying you were maybe stream the Asia. There we go. Nailed that low in. Let's see if we can get a good rejection. No trades yet today. If we were going to keep falling, where would we keep falling to? That is the question. The next internal sell side. I prefer this one over this little one here. Oh, look at that, equals as well. So look at that. Nice little equal lows there. So that'll be a nice little sell side level to come down to. That's what we want to do. How's price reacting though? How's ES reacting? ES hasn't hit it yet. No, we can give time for ES to hit it. If ES can come down, hit it, NQ could consolidate for a little bit. See, ES doesn't have those equal highs. But it does here. Yes, that it does there. There we go. There we go. Right, if I'm going to take a long, you say, yeah, those lows are clean. We're profitable traders. We wait for A star, A plus setups. Wow, model rules are close to getting met here. Right. If we can get... So I haven't used this entry model yet on stream. This is the one that relates to the 2022. So if we can get this break on the 5 minute. Oh. If we can get a close above this on the 5 minute. And we get a nice fair value gap on the 1 minute. I will be happy to take a long. A long. We haven't closed above that though. We haven't even got above yet though. Nevertheless, let's pay attention to this fair value gap. Pay attention to that fair value gap. Would you guys potentially be open to taking shorts today? What's the general census? You guys just looking for longs? Look at that. Nice little rejection. I would prefer longs. Shorts won't be bad based on getting the manipulation. Mm. Yeah, I can see where you come from. I mean, look, I mean, we came down to here on the open. That in itself, I mean, if you wanted to take trades on the open, that itself would have been a good trade down into here. Equal lows. Yes, hasn't hit though. Yeah, I believe what the burners, yes, then. What is this? What is this? Days. See, look at that good rejection. Now would be the time with our 5 minute candle closing in 2.5 minutes. If we can get above, come up, print another 1 minute candle, right, which will therefore be the close of the 38 1 minute candle, 938. That will then create a fair value gap. If we can then print another one without going into the fair value gap, that'll be the 39 candle closing above here, and then we can go long in this fair value gap. We'll move this up to here. That's the idea. What we may see though is just an immediate rebalance, in which case we just wouldn't get an entry, which would be a little bit sad. All my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. Market structure shift. Yes. Please don't immediate rebalance, buddy. That's a nice sizable fair value gap. That's a respectable fair value gap. I mean, just look at this. This looks more bullish than it does bearish. So this is now 39. So 1 more minute of this 5 minute candle. This is a deal breaker. I need the 5 minute candle to close above this breaker. I need it to close above the breaker. I'm not taking this here. I want the candle to close above the breaker. I'm happy I didn't take it. Right, right, good rejection there. Again, very wiki, very wiki. Closed above here, but looks like we're gonna go. So you see now this 5 minute candle has closed here. That's not ideal. And now we're gonna have to wait an entire 5 minutes to see this next candle close. And it could, in those 5 minutes, just leave really without us. Because I kind of want the fair value gap to be in this breaker. Which, right now, it's not looking like it's going to be in this break. It's going to look like it's going to be up here. Which is not what we like to see. This ES unbarcoded itself. Slightly. Slightly, I guess. This is a little bit better than this. I'm going to remove the breaker just to declutter this area a little bit. You get what I mean with that there. We'll just keep a mental note of that. Give me a trade like yesterday's trade. I still daydream about yesterday's trade. Was yesterday entertaining enough? I think we did our bit yesterday. Look at that little tap into the top. Reject off. Move up again. I don't know about you guys, but time flies when you're tape reading. I didn't actually realize these live streams end up being like 3 hours. It just feels like I sat down and quickly did some speaking and then got up. If only when the New York AM session ended at 12. Imagine that then the next New York AM session just immediately started right after that. I wouldn't get up from my desk. We've got 2 minutes until the close. We want to close above this. This is the level we want to close above. I'm open to taking a fair value gap like here, but I don't want to take it, if we're pushing up here. The idea is that I'm taking it and my stop loss is like past the breaker. I don't want to just, create that breaker, move up, eventually get a fair value gap and be just too far away. That'll just be past the model. Waiting for, waiting for, wow. What is this now? Right, should we venture into YMU? I'm gonna regret this. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. And so we pray. Dun, 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 dun. This isn't as bad as I was expecting, to be fair. When did we take that yesterday? I remember we were talking about that. We ended up taking that. Yeah, just when I left. We ended up going higher as well. How about that? Imagine we just held on to the runner. Imagine. If we'd held on to the runner. Oh my days, sorry, if we'd held on to the runner. Where did I sell? I think I sold here. I'm pretty sure I sold there on this candle. Oh my God, imagine if I had held on to that runner until the PM session. Market on close. That would have been crazy. I remember I went in at like 09.25. So about that. That would have been mental. That would have been funny. Right. We didn't close above set times. Choppy on 1 minute after tomorrow's big day. Yeah. Yeah, there's always some excited people. They quickly get in the opening range. Tight stops. Tight stops. And sometimes, to be fair, sometimes that works out. Sometimes you can crack crazy trades with tight stops in the opening range, especially when the market just decides to run in one direction from the day for the day. Like when there's no like big move, like yesterday we had that big move up and then the big move down and then eventually the huge move up. But some days it just opens and it just runs. And if you can catch a trade off that open, those are always fun. We caught the bottom, boys. We caught the bottom. I didn't caught the bottom. I didn't catch the bottom. We caught the bottom. Right. Consequent correction of this wick. I see. There we go. ES has hit that 4 hour fair value gap high now, and those equal lows. So now the stage is set. The stage is set. Okay, ES is really, that is crazy. ES is very weak in comparison to NQ. See, that's weird because it took longer to take the, it's been, NQ's been weaker because it took this level first, but look at that. SMT there. Understandably, huge new day opening up. What's good, Louis? How are you? I was just saying here how we've been waiting to take a long into here. We said it open that we were looking for a move down into these Asia lows, and we got exactly that. Basically, just a couple minutes after open, just did exactly that, and then reversed, and that was nice. But it just hasn't quite met all of the model rules yet for a long. So we're still just on our toes here, waiting. Yeah, I know. What is this 5 minute? We've got this 5 minute discount wick consequent encroachment, which is doing nothing right now to hold this candle. Lovely. That must be random. That cheeky volume imbalance. That must be random. I'm gonna take it off my screen because that's definitely random. I mean, now that ES has taken those lows here, okay, it's slammed through those lows. Okay. Right. Internal. On NQ, this 4 hour fair value gap high is equal lows, and it looks like it's fairly similar. Not as equal on ES, but we got these equal lows on ES. Still just isn't what I want though. I still want those longs. Yes, it's taking this. If we can reject off this now, we'll have a new breaker. This will be the new breaker. I don't like that close though on the 5 minute. Louis is right. It's not looking. It's not looking good on the 5 minute. But you know what does look very beautiful? These bloody highs. Por favor. I feel like has price been good since we opened? I mean, this was nice. That was nice. Coming down, rejecting off this inversion. That was nice. Coming back, rejecting off that inversion again. That was nice. Coming back, the low of that wick there, hitting the high of that inversion, bouncing off. That was nice. But what is this? What? Right, we're also going into the macro now. So we just started the macro. That ends in 20 minutes. How will I possibly use this macro to go long? I'd like to see a sweep of short-term sell side inside this macro. So this little sweep doesn't count because that was at 9.49. If you're gonna follow the rules, you gotta be strict. So we need to see another low created, a sweep of that low, and then a move up. And that would be a nice little short-term sell side sweep during the macro. And then we'll have two entry models that probably get their rules met by the time we get up here. So it really is looking like if we get up here, we're probably going to take a trade. That's probably how it's going to end up panning out. If we shoot down, it's probably going to be a no trade day. Yeah. The thing is, the only reason why I'm still thinking about shorts in the back of my mind is because of that big expansion, as you just said, Louis. And after those big expansions, we can just like fall. Like it's not necessarily fickle. You can still have a nice range for the day, but it's just smaller than the day before. So it just looks like it's not as nice and it looks like a smaller day. But you can still get nice big moves moving back into yesterday's range. Lovely. Right, what am I looking for here? 5 minute. If we can get a close above here, so all of this wick, don't like that. If we can get a close above here and get a solid 5 minute breaker in, and we can get a fair value gap on the 1 minute in here after we close above, I'll be happy to go long in that. What's CS saying? CS is coming up, but it's a lot weaker. YMU. I keep saying YMU instead of YM. Okay, what is that? YM is very weak. DXY got equal highs there on the 1 minute. Where does it? This is where we wanted to go yesterday. This is where we wanted to go yesterday. We were literally over here. What we wanted NQ to go up. And we wanted this to come down. So therefore, in theory, NQ also goes up. And it just made sense. But it turns out we're coming to this today. But I mean, that's good. We can come down and take these. We've done a lot to the upside. Or at least rebalance this fully. Yes, rejecting well. If we can close above these two, then I'm not going to complain. I mean, you can also have two very large daily, like, expansion candles, one after the other. You know, they don't like, I mean, look at this. I mean, look at those 3 days. This one was this was really an anomaly of a day. But these two, you know what I mean? And to be fair, I'm struggling to find two large bodies together there. Is it me or have these been getting bigger? Have these candles been getting bigger? What is this? What was that set of trading days there? Damn. Sorry to everyone who got burnt in there. We're blessed with today's price action. Worm is wild. We've established that like 10 times in every stream so far. Yeah, God is crazy. Is this me or is this something stupid with me or when I'm on a high time frame, just to get down to the 1 minute, I'll just quickly spam through all of them until I get to the 1 minute. I've been trying not to do that because I don't know why I do it. Like, not because I want to see them individually, but just because I don't know. It's like on the way to clicking the 1 minute. Is my head just way too cooked? Have I been looking at candlesticks for too long? You got cooked during that time? Any class trader could have easily taken a loss during that time. That was a nice close on the 5 minute. We didn't quite trade through that opening price, so this isn't an order block yet. But that's a nice close on the 5 minute. See the 5 minute, look. 5 minutes looking a little bit nicer. 5 minutes looking a little bit nicer. Maybe if you used kinder words towards NQ and didn't call it ugly, maybe we'd be up here right now. To be fair, I did say at the start of the stream, come down here and then find its willingness to reverse within the time of the opening range, within like halfway through the opening range to the end of the opening range. So it's not like it hasn't done that. Have we even looked at the opening? When do we close? There. The first candle on open on my regular trading hours is always wrong for some reason. There, 9:30. Yeah. Yeah, so we just hit that on open pretty much. Right. That's textbook. Rejection off the fair value gap. Cheeky tap into this inversion. Taking 2 trades this week. It's been a pretty lively week, to be fair. I only took 1 trade last week. And I don't normally take crazy runners like yesterday. Like that 350 point runner. That was crazy. Let's just say that was an enjoyable journaling session. By the way, guys, if the audio is ever worse than it normally is, or the quality ever drops a little bit, let me know ASAP in the chat. I don't know how many of you were in the stream we did on Monday when we were we did it through X. But it literally just was. The screen was literally just a blurry blob. with white blobs on the black background. It was so I was putting my text size at like 20 and it still wasn't visible. It may as well have just been a Twitter space. Read the tweet by Asa David Forex Robbins Cup winner. He says gold is the most manipulated. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to claim like I know the ways and say that God is manipulated from my own knowledge, but from what I've heard, yeah, God is crazy manipulated. I'm scared of running it back on X now. I don't know why. We literally on comment, you were there. We had like 80 viewers. We had like 60 plus viewers for the whole like 3 hours of the stream. I'm convinced that's not true. I'm convinced there wasn't actually 60 people there. Because if not, I would have imagined that. I don't know, this is my estimated guess. There would have been a little bit more chat in the live chat, but there wasn't. So I don't know, maybe most of them were just bots. I can't lie, yesterday's trade did quite did bits. I don't know if you know if I don't know if that's a saying in the US. But yesterday's trade did bits with growing the Twitter account and that. I got like a little spike. I got like I got like 15,000 impressions yesterday, which is pretty nice. I guess I can talk all I want and live stream all I want, but if you're not pulling 100 plus handles, no one cares. They want to see the proof. Bits never heard of it. It's just the same. Like, yeah, that did bits. Like, let's say, like, there's a football team. Like, let's say, Prime Barca, Barcelona Football Club, Prime Barca, 2015. Um, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, MSN. They did bits for that team. They did bits, which meant they basically just they did so much good work for that team. They did a lot of good. They carried. They did bits. And they did indeed do bits. Do you want to know a crazy fact? I used to live in Barcelona and I went to an English school in Barcelona. And it was the only English school in the area. So all of the people that didn't want to send their kids to Catalan schools, Spanish schools, had to send them to this English school. And most of the people that did that were parents that were international, like a lot of the football players. So I actually went to school with Messi's children and Luis Enrique's children. I don't know if you know who he is, and Mascherano's daughter, and Suarez's children. I don't know if you know who all them are. Alrighty, looks like we can get possible close above here soon-ish. This is now an order block, so we'd like to stay. You see that little rejection there? That's kind of like a mean threshold. If we could stay above that, that would be cool. Because sure, if we come down and reject off it, sure, it's been respected, but like we talked about yesterday, do you really want to be in a trade where they're only getting respected? It's just nearly disrespected but respected. Nah, you want it to just pop off. The good thing is that I'm bilingual. Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm very happy I'm bilingual. It has helped a lot. You're bilingual as well. We're both bilingual in the same languages. And I also know Catalan, but I mean, is that really a, can you really count that? Catalan, if you don't know what it is, it's a small region of Spain called Catalonia. It's part of the country of Spain, and it includes four main cities in it. And it's a small region when you think about the whole of Spain. And it's got four cities: Tarragona, Barcelona, Lleida, and Girona. And in that area, they have this other language apart from Spanish called Catalan. And it's like a mix of French, but it's not really French, with Spanish, but it's not really Spanish. It's like its whole own language. I can't speak it well, but I can understand it. They also speak it in Valencia for some reason, but they call it Valenciano. I don't know why. Yeah, that's true. Right, can we shoot up already? Right, let's just look at the macro quickly. Felt like I haven't talked about trading in ages. Right, so we did. So earlier I said I was looking for that. If we could use this macro, I'd want to see a sweep of short-term sell side. What's this here? Add a little low here. We took that. It's very minor. Like if we'd taken this low, that'd have been a little bit nicer. That's very minor. But you know, game's the game. That meets the rules. That's still good. It's also done enough down here. It has like imagine we hadn't taken this and we had just done like this and we'd engineered a lot of liquidity here and we had liquidity here, liquidity here, liquidity here. Then that would be a little bit more concerning. But the fact we took this, that's nice. I'm not gonna talk about it. Yes, the Spaniard accent. There's a lot. There's a lot of. I, it's like in the UK and I guess in the States as well. The States, like you go to all the different states and the accents are extremely different. Like New York to Texas, for example, very different accents. It's the same in the UK with everyone. Everyone around the UK has very different accents, and everyone around Spain has very, very different accents as well. My Spanish accent is like from the Madrid area because that's where like most of the Spanish family are from. And my English accent, where's my English accent? Probably London. London. You can't wait to go to Spain? I can't wait to host you in Spain. I am moving there in May, boys. I'm gonna be doing my I'm gonna be doing my live streams. It's an hour, so it'll be later. So right now, 9:30 New York time is 2:30 p.m. UK time, and Spain's even an hour further. So in Spain it'll be 3:30 p.m. So that's quite late. The AM session will be 3:30 p.m. to 6 p.m., which is quite late. I'm not sure. We'll see. By the way, I'm not sure with these live streams. I'm doing them this week because I'm able to, and I'm able to trade in a quiet environment where you guys are only hearing me. It's not like I'm in a coffee shop and you're hearing all of the world behind me. But sometimes I'm on the go and I have to do the trading in a coffee store or somewhere that isn't quiet and somewhere where it just wouldn't make sense for me to go and host a live stream. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to like, I'd love to do these every day indefinitely, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do them next week, for example, especially next week, because next week's crazy. I'm moving to a different city in the UK next week. I'm leaving on Saturday morning. So definitely not next week. Maybe I can get one day in. Maybe I can get one. I'd love to. You've never been to Europe? I have to say, if I'm gonna have one base, I call them bases because I really like traveling, but I still want to have a base. And if I had to have one base, it would be in Europe somewhere. And if I had to have a second base, it would be in the States. And then my third one would be in Australia. I think Europe has so much variety of culture and weather. There's just so much in Europe in such close proximity. Like you can take and flights as it's in close proximity, flights are extremely cheap. Like you can literally get like from the UK with like a very bad airline, and like if you get it like 2 months in advance with a very bad airline, you can get a return ticket. I don't know if that's how you call them in the States and other parts of the world, but like you can get a plane ticket there and back for like 20 quid. Like $20, well, not $20, $30 for the plane ticket there and the plane ticket back to like UK to Warsaw in Poland, UK to Milan in Italy. Like some of the airlines are crazy cheap. It's nuts. It's not bad afternoon trading. I was actually about to propose that. I was actually about to say, you know what? Maybe we could live stream the PM session, Cami Capital style, like back in the days. Louis knows. Oh, does Louis know? Uncommon and Shreya, you guys are OGs to this chat, but Louis an OG from from the old live chat. I said this yesterday. I don't know if you guys can remember, but I used to spend all my trading sessions in the live chat of this other trader who no longer trades ICT. Look at this. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Ooh, I'm not sure how I like that rejection. You gotta send me the link for the Bali trip. Wait, let me just focus on the charts. Give me a second, and then I'll read the chat. I'm not. I'm not liking. I'm not liking. Like it's not. Mm. If we can get a strong close on this candle, but if we come down and close here, that's gonna be really mid. I don't know if that's also an English saying mid. I don't know if that's is that something you say in the States? The UK steals a lot of sayings from the States, so I'm not sure. Every time I say "oh my days," you're laughing your ass off in the chat, like I've just cracked a funny joke. Europe, there's always something happening. I just like the ease of it. Like when I went to Australia this summer, the flights, even if you forget the cost, which is outrageous, the cost is literally outrageous. Even if you forget about that, I took off. I took off from the UK in the plane in London. I took off on the 24th of July. I landed in Australia in Sydney on the 26th of July. So a day literally just disappeared because of travel. And I had to stop in Singapore. It was two flights. It was a 14-hour flight and then a set 7-hour flight. And I had tonsillitis. Oh my God, did I want to die. Right, that is a strong close if you ask me. If we can close above that midnight open, that would be lovely jubbly. And then we've got a nice fair value gap here. Ooh, I'm gonna refrain from reading the live chat for a second. Just so I can take the trade. What is this? Equal lows. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that. I do like those highs though. I like it more than I don't like it, is what I'm trying to say. I like it more than I don't like it. Where would my stop loss go? Here, 49. I'm gonna read the chat in the chat in a second. It's just when I read the chat, I then go on tangents. Feel like I get where ICT is going when he says that he goes on rants. I literally I read the live chat and suddenly like 21-minute candle printed immediately. 21-minute candles just appeared on my chart when I looked away. Crazy stuff. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I mean, that's looking nice. That's looking that isn't not looking nice. I like that. I like this. I don't think there's a need to come for these equal lows right now. I want to take the long, but I just want to. I don't want to put my limit order there just yet. I want to see how we move when we come down into it. There's a lot of the trades that are taken by putting your order there at the top of the fair value gap. A lot of the losses, and this is what I've seen, all of my losses where it's just come down on a trade like this to a fair value gap and then hit my stop loss, it is just slammed through my order. Like there was no point in the trade where I was in profit. It just slammed through my order, and then it starts to go a little bit slower towards the TP here, or just slams through it. So sometimes I just wait for it to come down and hold for a little bit, and then I go in. This is why journaling's lovely. We're going to talk about this all in our Twitter space on Friday in the lunch hour, 12 to 1, 12 to 1, New York time. Journaling deep dive. So this is lovely. If you had just given me an entry, darling. Shut off without me. But it's all right, we wait. I mean, yesterday we shot down and hit that main bearish target. And we were only to we waited patiently. We waited patiently. And then we finally got our trade in. And it was good. So we have no problem. That's CPI liquid. That's CPI. Sorry, PPI plus unemployment claim liquidity taken there. Patience pays. PP. Right, let's read the live chat. Ain't looking like I'm getting an order. I'm in your time zone. Germany. Germany's in line with Spain. Or am I wrong? I believe, am I wrong? This may be me making a fool myself. But I believe back in the Civil War times, when Franco was the dictator of Spain, he and Hitler was around Germany. He made it so that the Spanish time was in line with the Germany time because Franco got along with Hitler. At least that's what I was told when I asked as a small kid why our time in Spain is an hour ahead of UK, even though we're in like the same time zone, like latitude. Am I right? Latitude or long? It's latitude, right? I swear it's latitude. Latitude's a vertical one. Yeah, latitude. Yeah, I was right. So latitude is up and down. Yeah. So even though we're in the same latitude, like vertical level as the UK, Spain is just an hour ahead for some reason, and I think it's because of that. You've never heard about that? Bro, look it up. It's interesting. Just for simplicity, Franco made the time the same. I don't want to spread false news though. Definitely check that up. I didn't even take history as one of my final subjects at school. In the UK, you do GCSEs and you do about 10 subjects, and you do that for 2 years between the ages of 14 and 16. And then after you take all of those exams, you pick three subjects that you like the most, and you do those three subjects for the next 2 years from 16 to 18. And I did not pick history for the last three. It was not something I ever got along with. Right, equal highs taken there. Shame. Let's take the buy buttons off. Right, next one is the daily Sibi high. There. MEZ time zone is a W. Don't disrespect my time zone again. You got to send me the link to the Bali trip. Send it. I am so down. I'm unbelievably down to spend like 2 months in Bali with a couple good lads. It's cheap. Like I said yesterday, it's cheap if you can make your income from online. And it's beautiful. Found a fireplace for the meetup. Send me the link, bro. DM me on X. You've done the planning. Oh, 2025. We are ready. No, so I think I believe Franco and Hitler um were like they were both dictators and they both supported similar views, if you want. By the way, check all of this. This is just what I remember. Um, and for simplicity, communication, because they can be communicated a lot. Spain switched the time so it was the same as Germany's. Look it up. Look it up. Yes. I'm reading this off Wikipedia right now. In 1940, Franco changed the time zone by changing, yeah, Greenwich Mean Time, which is UK time, to 1 hour ahead, so Germany time, during World War II. And this was made a permanent decision in 1942 in order to be in line with German occupied Europe. So man was correct. Interesting stuff. So you don't only get trades on here. We're not only here for the trading. We're here for the banter. If you guys know what that word means. The bants. History lesson while filming buys. Oh, shame we didn't get an entry. That'd be lovely. Oh well. Cheeky fair value gap here. Thing is, I don't like now, like yes, we have another bullish target here, yes. But this one just got hit. And this one just got hit, right? Like I'd be down to take a long, but we'd have to come down and, deal with all of this here. We'd have to deal with this. Right? I'm not gonna take if we make a little fair value gap here, I'm not gonna take that. We'd have to come down and then start reversing. And the reason we would now be going up, the only reason we'd be going up now is to draw into something. What this? Right? But now I'm not too confident. Now I want to wait. We may end up in the similar situation to yesterday, but vice versa. So we'd be taking shorts into internal sell side. instead of longs into internal buy side. What would be our target? This. Yeah, so when I say that I would be fine taking longs into here, but we just have to come down and deal with this. We could be taking a short into here and then using this to then come back up and take this later. Either way, even if we don't get a trade into this, if it then reverses and goes up, we can get a long into this. So there's so many opportunities if you just wait. It takes all of the fear of missing out of it. All of the stuff that you've ever struggled with in trading. There's always a solution around it. If you have a fear of missing out, go and create 5 entry models. Go and create some reversal models, some continuation models, and trade them on a lower time frame. You'll completely lose that fear of missing out. That's what I did. Because I like taking trades more frequently. Mm-mm. FYI, guys, I'm back to funded. I don't know if you guys were. I feel like I have to I don't want to repeat myself too much if all you guys have already heard this, but at the same time, I don't want to leave anyone who's just got in here in the blank. So I guess I'll say it again. So I don't know if you guys saw the payout I got like week and a half ago now from my fund of futures. So I turned 18 about a month and a half ago, and then applied to my fund of futures, got that funded account, and then took the full 100% payout, which essentially, if you take a full 100% payout of what you're available to get paid out on my funded futures, that means your account gets closed. On Top Step, you're only allowed to take 50%, so your account doesn't get closed. But let's say you go and take 50k to 51k, and then you take out that 1k, the trailing drawdown immediately trails up to 50k starting balance. Actually 50k and 100, like 50,100. So essentially, I went up to 50k, 50,800 odd, and I just took out the full 700, and that account got closed. So then I was back to evals, but I was fine doing that, just because like it was more valuable for me in that situation to take the payout than to keep the account. And then knowing I was going to go high leverage in the evals, but now I'm back to funded. So yesterday we passed one. Well, actually, it's not passed yet. The current balance of that eval, yeah, it's got 70 cents. Uncommon knows. It's actually got 68 cents. It's sitting at 52,999 and 32 cents. So, so I'm not sure what I was meant to just go in yesterday after the stream and just quickly throw on a micro and close it when it's floating in like 3 points of profit. So then that today I could have it funded. But I forgot to do that because I had to run to the event. And I haven't done that yet today. Maybe we can do that on stream for the jokes. So we got that funded account. Actually, I don't want to say funded account. I still have those 70 cents yet I need to make. Will I will I lose 3k before I make 70 cents? I wouldn't I wouldn't put it past me, to be honest. My first ever evaluation, I'm talking back in the day. I wasn't even meant to be applying to the evaluation because I wasn't 18. And I applied under my name as well, which means even if I passed, I was never going to be able to sign the contract. It was stupid. But it was with actually I probably shouldn't say what firm it was with. But it wasn't with Top Step and it wasn't with Apex and it wasn't with My Fund Futures. So you could probably put your finger on it. And I took it all, it was a 50k. And I actually traded it pretty well. This was like I bought it like 2 months into knowing who ICT was. So it's way too early. And I took it up. I was risking 300 per like around 300 per trade. And I took it all the way up to 52,800. Like I was one trade away. I was less than 1 hour away. And then I blew the account. Regardless, it was never going to get to a funded though, so I was never going to be able to sign the contract. But yeah, we're going to break those bad habits here. 100%. Qué mala suerte. Y tanto, cabrón, y tanto. Some low risk gambling stream. I mean, how else am I going to get the 70 cents? I considered just actually waiting for a proper setup and then executing on it, but it's just 70 cents. Like I need what, two handles on a micro? If I knew I was going to be 70 cents away, I would have just moved the last runner like a handle up yesterday. Literally a tick up would have done the job. Actually, no, it wouldn't have. Two ticks up would have done the job. Right, what's I guess that's good respect. I guess that is respecting. Right, we got this internal here, 30-minute, 1 hour. I mean, you can definitely see some rejection. Like, it's not crazy rejection. We didn't take it and, run down, but it isn't slamming through. It's like that scenario yesterday where we took out like what was the current daily high and made a new high for the day. And I said my final target was something like this actually. It was up here. And I said the moment we get here, we either slam through it with speed and hit this, or we start consolidating. And if we start consolidating, like tap and I will just bring my trailing stop loss and I'll slam it tight and not give it much room. Because when it does that, that's not ideal. So, which is a good sign because this can be a sign that we could probably go down here before up here. I like this 15-minute high as well. You can see we've got this inefficiency here. Have you guys taken any trades yet? Let me know. I'd say there's definitely been some opportunities to get in. ES is kind of catching up. ES still has ES still has its buy side to take from PPI. No trades uncommon. Yeah, you took a CL loss, kind of dumb. CL, CL. Do you like CL? Is that I've talked to some people about CL. Some people love it, some people hate it. Let me try and guess your trade. Did you take a short here? Did you take a short somewhere here? Yeah, you took a short somewhere there. I'm also the CL whisperer. I'm not only the NQ whisperer. To be fair, I can see why you did that. Like we took this, good displacement. I can see why. Oh my, what is this price action? What is this? Look at these volume balances. Oh my God, remember yesterday when I was on the 1 second chart and I threw up that we're on the 1 second chart and I annotated that 1 second volume imbalance and it came back and referred to it perfectly and reversed on the dime and dropped off it. That was so funny. In all honesty, that was completely random. I was just throwing it out there for the joke, but it actually listened to me for some reason. Oh Lord, fancy that. That's why I don't take longs after we just took a intermediate target. Louis, and you're, oh my golly gosh. What is going on here? What is this? This is more entertaining than the trade yesterday. 100 handle drop. Can someone tell me what this is? We didn't have scheduled news. Didn't even give me an opportunity to short. Thank you should know better. If I was forced to short on that drop down, where would I short? On the close below this? No. That'd be nice. When I take in external to internal trades, I take them on the close of a candle that inverses a fair value gap. But I wouldn't have taken it here. Like I wouldn't have shorted that at all. No way. What is this? What is this? Can you? The 1 second trade is eating today. Wait, can someone tell me what this is? If I missed something, scheduled news. I swear we weren't meant to have this. We didn't miss. What's? Let me put these on. 10:30. No, I mean this wasn't on 10:30. This was like what? Like 10:35. I don't think we missed anything. Oops. Oops. I mean, this is good. Now we did. I mean, what did we say earlier? We said we could come down here and we could have the opportunity of taking a short into here. And if we don't, then we will have done what we wanted to do to be able to take a long into here. So now we have the opportunity of taking a long into here. So, see, it all works out in the end. Now's when it just 1 minute rams through all of this again, like it did here. Yesterday we had, I don't know if any of you guys that were in the stream yesterday, before I took that trade in that move down, there was like 10 times where I was close to taking a trade, but at the very last moment, like it would just slam my fair value gap closed just before it actually created the fair value gap. I feel like I'm that scared. It's doing that to me today again. Every time I'm about to take a trade, it just doesn't materialize. Is materialize the right word? It doesn't digitalize. Can you say materialize if it isn't physical? Digitalize sounds wrong. Those moves are deadly. Yeah, imagine how many keyboards just got slammed. Not mine. Not ours. Imagine you were trading real money here and you had like some trade here, you were long off momentum and your stop loss was like here. And then it just got slammed and you got slipped and now your stop loss is there. Like there. And you took a 3R loss. There's so many more things to worry about with personal funds. Exciting stuff to come. Do you know what my goal is now, by the way? I don't know if you guys have really read into my fund, like I don't know what prop firms you guys go with and all of that, but the my fund feature starters, if you actually look at the whole roadmap they've laid out, the funded accounts, the sim funded accounts, that's not the goal. Like the goal isn't to pass and get a sim funded. The ultimate goal is to get the live funded. Like it's a scheme to get traders into live funded. And in live funded, you get daily payouts, no payout cap, No, like I don't believe in minimum payout. But you can literally like you can go in, you can first day make $200, take the $200 out. And the trailing drawdown is static, obviously. So you wouldn't lose drawdown. Like 2.5k static account goes up to 3k, you take the 500, it's still 2,500 in the account. So that's the ultimate goal. It's like essentially a personal account, right? With all of that flexibility, but they fund it. It's a really good deal. It just takes a while to get to that stage. It's a scam. What's a scam? Plus, even on the way to like getting live funded, you're going to be taking payouts anyway, and you're going to be making money in the sim funded. So really, you're making money anyway. But it's just the payout rules and everything are nicer in the live funded. You don't have to make 5 winning days of over $100. Damn, I can see myself trying to sell. Well, I don't know why I'm trying to sell you my funded futures. I don't even have an affiliate. I actually do have an affiliate link. Actually, if you ever go and buy an account with my funded futures, I actually have a discount code. Use Harborn for 10% off. That's no, I'm not even joking. That's if you put Harborn, if you check out with this discount code, you like go right now, go through the payout page on my funded futures and put this in, you'll get 10% off. But I created it for the jokes. I didn't know anyone could create one, so I just created it. But I don't have a link for it in the description. Like I'm not shilling that out. All this money from like affiliate codes that these traders make, they make so much, but it's the people that have like a really, I wouldn't say cultish following, but like a really passionate following for a long time, and and they have a big following as well. Like Patrick. Patrick makes so much money off of his affiliate codes with Apex. He said he makes more money off his affiliate codes than he does with actual trading. By the way, my phone's just died, and I had the live chat on my phone, so I can't see what you guys are saying. I'm obviously charging my phone. That's going to take a couple minutes. At least the Mac isn't about to die, like the other day. Oh, okay, it is, actually. Let's plug that in real quick. There we go. Right, can we get a trading already? I mean, you already know. You already know. You already know it's coming. We all know it's coming, ideally. Actually, that rejection, this one out ain't looking too bullish. My phone is still dead. I still can't see the live chat. It's useless. Let me put the live chat up on the iPad. Tanya's taking it all. Tanya takes all the viewers. What's a scam? Can you tell me what a scam is, please? How many viewers does Tanya actually have? A couple thousand, right? I wonder how much you get paid for doing like a 3 hour stream every day with like 2,000 average viewers. Times, that's 6,000 watch hours. Just live in the stream. You only need 1,000 watch hours to get monetized on YouTube, I believe. That last time I checked. and the last time I checked was like 5 years ago when I was trying to set up a YouTube account to post like you know those videos, those YouTube videos where they're like 5 hours long, and it will have like some nature background picture, and it's like smooth, like not smooth, like quiet music, relaxing music that people put on to like relax and study or whatever. I created my first Gmail account and YouTube account with the purpose of posting those videos in the hope that they'd be the ones that keep getting reused and reused and reused. Let's just say that didn't go very far. Oh my days, the amount of failed business endeavors. And ICT's live. Oh my days. Don't get me wrong. I love ICT's live streams. I listen to them for entertainment. I like when he cracks up, when he starts like rambling about making jokes about the people that troll him, and he starts actually like he starts really, really cracking up. He loses it. Right, I'll get to the charts in a minute. I'm just resolving. Okay, my phone's back. My phone's alive again. Challenge got 3.8 thousand viewers right now. That's way more than I expected. And that's on top of ICT being live. Yeah, ICT's got like 10 sometimes. That's great. Yeah, live streams pay, I believe so. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Have you guys from the time you've been watching this stream, have you guys had any ads pop up? Did you guys have to watch an ad before like it let you into the stream, or did it just randomly cut the stream off and give you an ad? I'm not exactly sure. I haven't looked into it. All of this stuff, I talked about this yesterday. Like none of this is really done for like the monetization. Like for this really, like let's say I was to make even $1 from this YouTube, there's so much that has to happen. My stream has to turn into a stream with like at least 200, 300 people here daily, and I'd have to do them every day, and like this, and by that time my Twitter will probably have a lot more followers, and like there's so much that has to happen. And with Twitter it's even worse. Like with Twitter you have to get 5 million um impressions in the last 3 months on all your posts and comments, and like in total 5 million impressions for the past 3 months to get monetized. To give you context, I've got 250,000 impressions in the past 3 months on Twitter. Like I'm eight, and I've done quite a bit to try and grow the Twitter. So that's like 250,000. I have to essentially 20x that to get monetized. And even when you get monetized, if you're only doing 5 million or even like 7 million, it's still going to be earning nothing. It's just done to build a community, you know? And I thought, why not? I trade from this hour to this hour, so I may as well throw on the live stream from this hour to this hour when I can. Yeah, yeah. But it's so funny. He keeps slandering. Like I'm sure he doesn't do it in like trying to be negative about them or racist in any way. But he's been bringing up Indians every stream for the past week. Well, I don't know. I haven't been watching this week's ones, obviously. You have an ad block. Oh, no ads. You've been active on Twitter. Yeah, bro. Cheers for the link. I'll watch that. I'll watch that after this. Bally, bally, bally. Shrey, you still here, bro? You still here, brother? Yeah, big part of being famous. It is crazy how he has 500,000 Twitter followers, more than half a like look at all of these Twitter influencer traders, whatever you want to call them. You've got got Benjamin with 4K. He's a smaller one, like 4K followers, something like that. Got Amas with like 5K followers. No, no, he's got actually quite a bit more now. Then you got obviously the big ones like Tanja and Patrick and Trades by Matt and all of them lot. But even all of them lot have like 20 to 50,000. Like name one that has over 100,000. There probably is like one or two, but even then, like ICT has over 500,000. It is crazy. Yeah, bro. I actually enjoy the Twitter. I actually enjoy like posting on the Twitter and all of that. Like all of these little like 1 minute trade recordings with the music and that. I enjoy editing that. Like I did that before I even posted them on Twitter. Like I have those execution recordings from trades like like before I had a Twitter account. I would just edit them and then I'd put them in this album and I may post one for the jokes. But it's just very, very badly edited. I did that in the Discord too. On my day, did I post them in the Discord sometimes? That Discord was crazy. That Discord was so funny. I remember we used to turn up for the AM session. We used to trade all the way through the AM session with all of us in the chat. And then I'd go to the gym. I'd run to the gym during the lunch hour. And I'd come straight back for the PM. And we'd all be back for the PM. Like all of us trade both the AM and the PM. Let's just say those times were more fun than they were profitable. Was that 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago? Nah, bro, to be honest, it was 1 year ago. It was just a little over 1 year ago. It was in the summer. It was like I swear it was in the summer. It was like August, September of 2023. Yeah, was I? Oh. Okay, yeah, then maybe I was, but maybe I was about to turn 17. Yeah, I probably was 16 about to turn 17, and now I've just turned 18. Man's got to do what a man's got to do. I went in the chat yesterday and I tagged Hidden and the chef. I don't know if you remember them. And I said, yeah, it's been a while. But I've just saying that now is the first time it comes to mind since I sent the message. I haven't actually checked if they've replied. But I sent it in a group chat, so there's probably like a million messages since then. So what in God's name are we doing here? I feel like we've barely had any trading chat in this stream. What have I been talking about for the past hour and a half? Right, it does seem like we're going up. Does seem like we're still bullish. Let's take this level off. Still going for that daily to be high. How can we how can we get in? It's still the silver bullet hour, to be fair. ES is not looking bad at all, to be fair. It's still got to take this. I like that ES has still got to take this. Like, it's rare for data highs and data lows to just get left resting there for a long time. They normally get taken in the same day. So I do like the and look at that. I mean, we took out buyers. Like we took out buyers. Like if I was in a floating long here, I would have got taken out. Like if I had a runner on or whatever, I would have got taken out. If we had something like this yesterday, to be fair, yesterday in the trade we had like 100 handle retracement. But this is a crazy, like, this is crazy. My stop loss would probably have been in here if I had a runner on or something. So that is nice. Having this is nice for the idea of going long. Oh yes, we like that. Oh, not I fishing, mate. It's kind of small though. I'd like a stronger close. I just don't like all of these short-term lows, to be honest. Yeah, I don't like that close. I'm going to refrain from taking the long. And that is exactly why, boys, I'm going to refrain from taking the long. This is what I was saying. Sometimes when you take longs like this, if you look back at like my losers, most of them are just because price came down, slammed through my order, and just slammed everything below us and just slammed us, basically. So this is why sometimes you just gotta wait, see how we react when we get hit. Hidden still head of active. Yeah, bro. Him, the Disc Wiz, Chef. I think there's a new guy called Mount Journey now. I don't know how is Hidden still at he's a proper OG. I don't think Cammy even talks in that server anymore. Yeah, history lesson over trading. Do you know what? I like this more now for longs. Well, I just said a moment ago, I said I don't like all of these short-term lows. They won't be a problem if we can just. That's nice there. If we can just chop them out. Ooh, bouncing off that new day opening up. By the way, this here, guess what? It's just above. Guess what? It's just above. Oh, I was wrong. My bad. My bad. There was another one here. I think that's more than 5 weeks ago now, though, so I took it off. Yeah, it was here. I think it was here. Yeah, this new week opening gap. There was a new week opening gap here. Let's just mark that I read. And it was just above the equal highs. Like just above the equal highs. That's what makes that draw even nicer. But that was more than 5 weeks ago though, so I took it off the new day opening gap, new week opening gap. Look back. Yeah, he left. He went and got some new boys. He cheated on us. He went and started trading. What is he trading? Order like book map, dom, order flow. I actually wonder. I'm actually curious to know how that would actually be going for him. Because he pretty much started like with us. Like he wasn't funded when we were in his live streams. He was more advanced than us. He'd had more time in the ICT game than us. But he was not some crazy guru. He's got a new paid course. No. Should I make a paid course? Well, why are all these people making paid courses? Is it even like of all the business endeavors? Do you really have to do a paid course? I feel like you just immediately turn into that influencer the moment you do stuff like that. Like, just remember what you're in this for. The only reason you probably run a trading Twitter account that is big is because you got into trading. And why did you get into trading? To get good at trading, not to sell courses on how to be good at trading. To be fair, if you're really, really, really good and like it would actually be extremely valuable learning from you, then fair enough. But most of these people, I think they create these courses way too early. You never pay a course. You never do a pay course if you became a big Twitter account. Yeah. Yeah, ICT did make so much money with his courses back in the day. But I mean, you got to understand, look how popular he is. Look how popular he is. He wasn't that popular back then, but he was still very popular and very well known. You can't blame a man. Kami's course, I remember when he started charging a monthly membership for the Discord. Like before there was a Discord server, he created a Discord server and it was paid. And I think it was something like $30 a month. And he released it. I don't know if he released it before he got funded or like after he got funded, but still hadn't got a payout. I'm not sure, but he released the course like, and he only ran it for like a month, and then he decided to make it free because he wasn't ready to have a course. To be fair, he made so much money. Like he made good money from the YouTube and from the Top Step affiliate codes and all of that. Like it's he I think he almost I don't know, from what I've saw, I don't want to put words into his mouth, but I feel like he almost lost his way in trying to master ICT just because he was getting so much good money from these other sources. I've already talked about this in depth with other people from the server back in the day. I have no clue how much it was for ICT's course. I'd be interested in knowing though. Yeah, one of a kind knowledge. Yeah, I will help for free. Exactly, bro. I will help for free too. Yeah, you got free funded accounts. Yeah. Hey Shreya, fancy seeing you here. You having your dinner? It's 11:10 macro, mate. You having your dinner right now? We took that. Yeah, we took it on ES as well. See, if we are to go up, there's no need to go down any further. Like, look at ES. If we're gonna go to these data highs, is that there's no need to, like in this session, if we're gonna go to the data highs, there's nothing else to do to the downside. There's literally like what are you gonna go down to here? Rejection block? Why? Hmm. Yeah, I do remember hearing it was quite a lot. Like it wasn't some like 100 quid a month type thing. Mm-mm. It's just no longer the silver bullet hour, so no more silver bullet trades. Yeah. I'll see if I can get something in the next hour into here. It's just now that it's not silver bullet hour, that goes out the window. This isn't an external to internal trade, so I can't do that. Can't do 2022 because my models don't get fully mapped. Actually, should I take that back? It could be a 2022. Yeah, sorry, it could be a 2022 entry, type entry, but it's just not looking likely. A close. You can get a 5 minute candle to close above here. You get a 5 minute candle, strong close above here. You've got 3 minutes left of the 5 minute candle. You'll go work out now. You've lost hope for today. Thank you for being here, mate. It was good having you here. Have a good day, Louis. I'm losing hope too for today. Yeah, these big bearish candles followed by these big bullish candles. I mean, I rate the symmetry. Kind of slowing down there, this rejection block. I mean, did we reclaim that? Yeah. In all fairness, this is bullish movement. It's bullish movement. We need less than this here to get to here. Yeah, we're literally all over the world here. Lou in Germany says 1 hour more than me. You're PM. So you've hit 9 p.m. now, I believe. So it's like 9 p.m. in India, and it's 4 p.m. here, and the States is obviously 11 a.m. We're just missing Australasia. 8:40. Wait, how's it 8:40? How is it 8:40? Am I bugging? I think Europe's got it pretty good for the AM session. Like after lunch, kind of chill, not too early in the morning. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I had to get some stuff done this morning. I had to go over to someone's house to collect some bag. I had to go on a train, and I had to move some furniture. And you can also prep a lot better, I think. Like I take my sweet time doing my analysis in the morning sometimes. The thing is though, it also ends kind of like not late, like not late late, but it ends like now at 5, and like I have to go down to town now and do some things, and it that like I have to go and do that. Normally, the stuff that like if there's anything that's going on in the evening, that normally starts around 6. Like yesterday, that event started at 6, and we ended the stream at like I don't know 5:30. So it is a little bit rushed sometimes when I get off the streams and I have to run and get stuff done. Spaniards party a lot. Well, I didn't say I go to a party. I didn't say I went to a party. I don't think it qualified as a party. It was a friend's birthday though, so we were celebrating. Yes, we got that strong clothes. That's nice. In Spain, the parties finish with breakfast. Yeah, because you're doing the trading late at night, and they probably go out at night. So sometimes there's always cons in the grind. Look at this, lovely stuff. I kind of like that, to be honest. I kind of like that fair value gap. I'm not going to take it, but I do kind of like it. And now we finally invest this because we didn't invest it earlier. You've heard a lot about parties in Spain. You don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. I was in Barcelona in March. I flew over for an event, and the event started at 8 p.m. on a Saturday. So it was 8 p.m. I think it was 16th of March, I believe. It was 8 p.m., 16th of March, Saturday. The event ended at 8 a.m. 12 hours later. We got back to the accommodation and the sun had risen. We went and had breakfast. Yeah, it was crazy. It essentially is just an all-nighter. You just essentially just skip the sleep for that night. It's not really good to do often, but it's fun. As long as you don't go like proper degenerate doing it all the time and falling into all of the stuff that that can bring, then it's good. But I love, I love doing all of that stuff occasionally. In the UK, you say for the plot, for the plot, like a movie plot. Random stuff. You do random stuff for the stories to tell, for the plot of the film, for the plot of your life. That's worse than Dominican Republic. I've had worse than that. I've had worse than what I just said. I've had nights where we've gone out, we've done whatever, and I've ended up literally not not ending up in a bed. Like the sleep was just completely skipped. What? No, it's not like you get home and you just don't sleep. You just don't get home, and you just go through your day and go and do the things you need to do in town the next day, and that's it. You just move on from sleeping that night. You got to make sure you eat though. How's the crowd in Spain? How's the crowd in Spain? Oh, we got another one of this. We got another one of these. Look at that. What is it with these spikes down? Oh my God. What is it with these spikes down today? By the way, we've hit this now, so kind of not interested in longs anymore. That's kind of it done, really. I've kind of lost hope. How's the crowd in Spain? I don't know, is it a little bit biased to say it's good? They like to have fun. Let's just say that. Everything's pushed back a lot later. Like if let's say you go out, like let's just say you went to like some establishment to go out during the night in England, right? You'd get people would get there at like 11 p.m. In Spain, you get there at like 1 to 2 a.m. So everything's like pushed back later in Spain. Everything's done a little bit later. A Zoom call someday, everyone should have different English accent. Yeah, we'll have states. Is your accent actually New York uncommon? Is your accent a New Yorkan accent? I don't think it is. Did you say? Well, not that I've heard it, but yeah, I'm down. I mean, in the Twitter Spaces that I'm gonna be hosting like frequently from now on, hopefully. Next week I'm very busy though. We want to have speakers on there. Like that's the whole idea. We build a community. We have speakers come on and and speak on the topics that that space is for. Journaling's a hard one to have speakers on because it's not really something that is really entertained with. Like it'd be better to have speakers on a topic like risk management and prop firms, and because everyone has such different ways of approaching it. So we could even have like if some of you guys want to come on and speak. Yours is Indian for real. Right. I hate to say it, but I don't see any trades popping up in the next 40 minutes of the session. So with that said, there's no in this is too we already rebalanced inefficiency in here, so there's no internal to take. We've taken external. Is there anything higher right now? Not really. We already took that. We took that 4 hour for value up high. Not interested in longs right now. Not interested in shorts. Not interested in trades. Got these lows here, but so with that said, let's look at today's price action. Opened, we went down as we expected. We were trying to get a move up into here and these equal highs. We got that move up. We didn't get an entry, but we were right about the move down into here and then the move up into here. So we're happy. And then we eventually moved up into here, which was our last target. And we talked about how we were going to do that after coming down and rebalance this. So today panned out pretty much perfectly in terms of where we were expecting it to go, when we were expecting it to go, what we were expecting to do before it went there. But we just didn't get a trade. And it's like that sometimes. So game's game. This week's been great with yesterday's trade, so who cares? And I think I'm going to close the stream up now because we're not going to take any trades. There's no more I'm sitting here and I can't really call the next. Like I don't have anything telling me where price is going next. Whereas before, obviously, we had this target and we are waiting for move up, but now there's just nothing. Like I'm not waiting for price to go anywhere. Even if it was just for tape reading, I wouldn't be able to tell you right now. So there's nothing for me. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna go journal it, and I'm gonna close this up now a little bit early. That'll counteract yesterday's stream overrunning by an hour and a half. I think yesterday's stream was crazy. It was like nearly 4 hours. But we'll see. We'll cut it short today. We'll keep it 2 hour length. And I think that will be all from me. Actually, guys, I've still got to make the 70 cents to pass that to pass that 50k funded thing from yesterday. I've still got to get those. Actually, let me show you. Let me just go back for a second here. And let me log in. Right. Can you see here? We've got 68 cents left to get this passed. Here. How are we going to get that done? How are we going to get that done? Should I throw on a micro? Take a scalp with a micro? Should we take a scalp with a micro? I mean, the way I'm looking at this right now is I either wait for a proper setup and take that setup and then just literally take profit like the moment it's three handles in profit. Or I take a mini scalp with the idea, because it's very unlikely that you're not going to be in three handles of profit if you just put a micro in, even if you just flip a coin. So do that, and if the micro starts dragging off into loss, and let's say, I don't know, I don't know what, drops 50 handles, let's say I lose $100. Still haven't really, like, it's not proper loss, and I'll just take a proper trade to make that $100 in the future. I've had this in the past, and I've always thrown on a micro. So we can do that. Because the risk isn't large at all. What I normally do is I create a order, like a market order, with the take profit already set in three handles away from the entry, and I just click it in. Like I place, let me just increase my. Not now. Not now. No, I don't mean. Not now. Where's my cross sell? Let me increase this to like 15. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we just don't know where price is going right now. The thing is, it's like it's 60 cents. I had this in the past, and what I did is I took a coin, I flipped it, and I just went in the direction that the coin said, like heads long, tails short type thing. And you just flip it, put the micro in, and price gyrates a lot. So you either take like a, let's say $100 loss, worst case scenario, or you take that like $5 win. Is now even the time to do it though? You'd want some conviction. Nah, we won't do it. We won't do it. We'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it there for the day. All right. Well, it did everything we assumed it was going to do. So good day, I guess. Good delivery. Happy days. I hope you guys enjoyed. You're signing out. Enjoy your day as well. Thank you guys very much for being here. All right. We're going to close it out.